Hey everyone, we are back and we are still here at the Dream Wedding Summit, and we are trying to help you out with your wedding planning. We want it to be as smooth as possible. We want you to have the best wedding that you can. So we are here with Lisa, and we are at this wonderful location, the Barn by Two Brothers in Fort Smith. Now, I have never been here before, but the small time I've been walking around, it is a beautiful location. You've got this great historical site. You've got all these great little places around here, and it's very exciting. And hopefully someday I get to come take pictures out here because it is just a wonderful place. So anyway, if you're looking for a venue, this would be a great place. And so the big thing about venues, it affects so much of your wedding day. I mean, there's so many things that are controlled by the venues, and that's why it's probably the first thing you're going to decide on. And so there's a lot of things to think about. There's a lot of things you may not even have considered. And people make mistakes and they don't think about these things. So we're going to try and help you out. We're going to talk about venue, some ideas with venues. And Lisa's here, and she's going to run you through all that.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the owner of this beautiful barn that is in Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's a very historical venue. It is 108 years old this year, and I'm very proud of it. A lot of venue owners have a little history, a little past experience in the venue business. And I have over 25 years as an event designer. And that brought a lot of passion where I wanted to own my own venue. And this beautiful barn was available, and I wanted to restore it and just bring it back to life. And it has just been a lot of work and so much fun. Come check it out, come tour it, check out the website, Facebook, Instagram. You'll just fall in love with all the pictures. Photographers love to come here. I have so many places that are gorgeous for photos for all events, not just weddings, all events. We have a ivy wall for a classic bridal picture. We have a rock staircase for that natural nature look. And then we also have the barn doors, 108-year-old barn doors. So you get that fun, charming barn look. But I'm here to talk to you about your wedding. He popped the question, you said yes, how exciting. And now the first thing you need to do is find a venue. Everything falls together and comes into place when you find your venue. It's like when you're building a house. You're finally, oh my gosh, we get to build our first house, and you start thinking about how you're going to decorate it. Well, you can't until you know the layout, you know the plan, and then you can start thinking about furniture and things. So when decorating for your wedding, don't start until you've got your venue, because this brings up so many things. Your venue might have the tables, they already have the chairs, they already have the linens, they have a few decorations. So go find the venue and see what they have to offer, and then kind of step back and start saying, okay, how are we going to decorate this venue, and what are we going to do to make it look like our special day? So when you start looking for your venue, you have a lot of things that you have to look at. And remember, it's not just about one person, it's about both of you. Both of you fall in love with this venue. And remember that when you're looking back on your 50-year anniversary, or you're looking at the pictures that are in your home for the rest of your life, or you're telling your children about your big day when mom and dad got married, you want to be very proud. You want to look back and say, we were married in this awesome place. You know, that's why I fell in love with this venue, the one I have. You get to say, I was married in a barn that was 108 years old. But lots of venues have so much charm and so many things that you're just so proud of. So make sure you both love that, and you're proud to say, this is where I got married. Isn't this cool? Did you see this place? Isn't it awesome? So you've done a little research, you've looked online, you've looked through social media, you've looked through magazines, and you've got some leads on some venues that really pique your interest. Now grab a pad of paper, grab a pencil. You have a million questions that you need to ask. First of all, is it a venue that can accommodate for a ceremony and a reception? Is the space large enough? Is this a space that you can park everyone at? Is there plenty of parking when you get there? There's, like I'm saying, there are a million questions you're going to need to ask. Ask the venue, do they come with a coordinator? Is there someone there to help you that day that's going to help pin on corsages, boutonnieres, send that bride and the bridesmaids down the aisle, just making sure that your cake arrives on time, that your food is delivered on time, is hot and prepared. They're taking on, that coordinator at the venue is taking on a bit of the responsibilities and the stress, and taking it off of the mother of the bride, the mother of the groom, and the bride. So the more questions that you're going to find out that that venue offers is going to help you that day, so that you just get to show up, relax, and enjoy your big day. So again, you're going to check into, is the venue large enough for a wedding and a reception? Is the parking accommodating? Does the parking offer valet or a parking service? Does the venue require, or should you get, event insurance? I had mentioned before, what all does the venue come with? If the venue comes with tables and chairs and linens, this is money that you're going to save that you can put toward flowers or put toward your photographer. Or you've always wanted a videographer but wasn't sure if you could afford it. Now you can afford that too. So ask lots of questions. Okay, are you ready? I have a ton of questions. Get your pad and paper ready, and when you go visit these venues, this is what you need to ask. Budget. Is this venue going to fit into my budget? Is your date available? How many other weddings will be booked on that day? How many guests does the venue hold? Is it big enough? The hours that you have the venue, is it enough time that your photographer can shoot early and your guests can stay late? Check how much time are you going to get. Is the site handicap accessible? Make sure, you might have a guest that might be in a walker or a wheelchair. Are they going to be able to get to your event and be comfortable? How many restrooms? Think about this. How many guests are coming to your event, and are there enough restrooms? Can the venue accommodate a DJ or a band, or just one or the other? And if not, do they have a sound system? Does it come with microphones? Is there a required preferred vendor list to stick to? Can we use other vendors? Is there a kitchen available? A lot of venues will actually have a kitchen, but it's more of a prep station. You're going to need to know if your caterer is able to cook there, or do they just bring everything hot, prepped, ready to go? Can I bring my own alcohol, or is there a corking fee? Is there a discount for a weekday or a Sunday? What is your cancellation policy? Do we need event insurance? I'd mentioned that earlier. It's very important. At our venue, we require it. It's something you should definitely look into no matter what venue you choose. Check into event insurance. This is so important, and this is what I mean about it matching both the bride and the groom. Does the venue fit your style? Is it a rustic romance that you're looking at, or are you looking at sleek and modern? Think about that, because if you're picking a venue that is very rustic, but you love sleek and modern, you're going to spend a lot of money decorating and getting it ready to give this look that you love. So start with a venue that already has this look. So you're doing minimal decorations. So if you pick a very sleek modern venue, but you really want a barn look, oh, you're going to be hauling in barrels and old vintage things where the venue itself might already have that. This is so important. Is the transportation to this venue easy for your guests to get to? Are you having your guests travel really far out? If so, maybe you should make transportation available for them. You need to do a shuttle service for them. If you pick something more in the city, we're very proud of our venue. It sits right smack dab in the middle of the city, so we're very close to hotels. We have Uber, or you have transportation that's super easy. Think about that when you're picking a location that might be out in the countryside. Do you even have internet? If you were to GPS out there, can your guests find it? You need to find a location that is comfortable for your guests to get to, and your out-of-state guests can stay close by. All venues are going to have contracts. Read your contracts, ask lots of questions, but read it thoroughly. You would really hate that you had bought sparklers for your exit that day, and everyone's ready for a sparkler exit, and your venue comes up and says, well, no, that's not allowed. It's in the contract. And what are we going to do? Read the contract. Ask to make sure. Can we have fresh petals dropped on the ground? Can we have silk petals dropped on the ground? These are questions. Ask the venue or see if it's in the contract. Read your contracts. Get the most out of your venue. Embrace the special elements of the venue, like the history of a venue, the unique features of this space. Embrace it. Like I was mentioning earlier of us having wonderful photo spots. Embrace it. You know, you were married perhaps inside the barn, but go outside, get that natural nature feel at the stairs, go get the barn door, go get the ivy wall, embrace all of the spaces around the venue. No matter what venue you choose, look around and see all these beautiful spaces, because this is what you're going to have to look back on later, are the photos and these memories. So, gosh, take advantage of all these spaces. This is really important. Take advice from the venue coordinator. The venue coordinator is there every weekend working a wedding. They see what goes great. They see how parking works smooth or how tables are set up, and you watch the flow of people. They're going to tell you, oh, this is what looks great. But throw in your ideas. Make it unique. You never want a cookie cutter wedding. You want a special, unique day. But if your coordinator might say, okay, this will work, but we've got to get the food from this space to this space, and so your catering service might have to walk through a lot of people. Or, hey, we like the idea of them parking here, but we do want to show you it could work better this way. Listen to the coordinator. They see a wedding every weekend. They know what goes great. They know what can go bad. So definitely make it your special day, but take the advice from the wedding coordinator that is on that location. They're wise. Listen to the coordinators. I just want to sum this up with saying the wedding venue is the foundation of your day. Take advantage of everything it has to offer. And again, I'm Lisa with the Barn by Two Brothers in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Call me. You message me on our website or on Facebook. Any questions that you might have, we would love to help. We love to show off this barn. So even if you just want to tour it just to hear about its history, I'll tell you all about it. So call us anytime.
One other big point that Lisa did bring up is picking the venue is not just about the bride. I mean, yes, it's your day and you're the most important thing, but don't forget about that guy beside you. And also don't forget about the guests, okay? Your venue is going to affect everyone that's there that day. If you have a grandmother that's in a wheelchair and it's hard for her to get around, and that venue is on a dirt road or it's up a hill or there is no kind of ramp, it's gonna be difficult for her to enjoy the day. So those are other things to think about. Consider all the other people and how things are going to affect them. Do you want your guests crammed into a tight space? Okay, so it is about you too, but also make sure you consider them. So guys, so many good points in this. I don't have the time to go through every single one, so go back to the video, listen to what she said, write down the questions, and take those with you when you go and talk to venues. So again, that was Lisa from the Barn by Two Brothers. Reach out to her. She wants to talk to you. She wants to show you this beautiful place. Thank you guys.